Okay.
Okay, we're on back here and we're gonna finish getting the nose off here. You notice I've already got the bumper off. Well, I lost some footage. So all the footage of me getting that bumper off, I'm sorry, I lost it. But you don't want to see an old fool like me roll around in the dirt taking a bumper off, do you? Anyway, here I'll show you. All it is a big bolt here, here, and one through here. So it's those 3 bolts on both sides, and that whole bumper just drops off. Pretty easy stuff. But I ran into a problem with it. I got a stuck one, another stuck one. We'll come over here. Get that tire up out of the way. This guy right here, it's stripped out on the inside, kind of like I was showing you on the bottom one here. So, and there's no way I can get in there to get that any kind of a wrench or anything on it. Impossible. It's right where the firewall comes right down, and then there's another piece of sheet metal comes like this to like a big body bolt. We'll see if we can show you. It's too far in there. But anyway, it's in a super ugly spot. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to cut that one. So, and that brings me to this. I got little Brody right behind you right there on the camera. I tell you, even though we're under the gun and we're trying like heck to get these projects done, you've always got time to show a kid something and teach them something, and that's important. So, we've taught him here how to jack up this car, stick it on the jack stands. We got good 3 points of contact with the jack in the front, the 2 jack stands holding her up. I got to get this tire off so he can see film me playing with a death wheel. Let's go. Again, Harbor Freight, don't be afraid of them. Piece of cake. Big tidbit I found on these, when they get stuck in there like that, come on out of there. Give it a jerk like that. Even Dad's snap-on one. Get her stuck back in there, god dang it. When it's on there like that, don't wiggle it like that, because these things will break right there. It'll snap that anvil, and then you're dead. You're dead in the water again. Like I said, even Dad's good, super expensive snap-on one. We broke it 3 times. Always try to keep it straight, nice and straight. Don't let it bobble around. Just nice, easy like that. There we go. Throw them over here just like NASCAR. Alright, we're out of the way here. Now you can see that pretty good. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and cut just the head of the bolt off. You can see how it's kind of indented, kind of down in a spot right there. I don't want that wheel touching anything around here, just to carve out the head of that bolt. Okay, so I'm going to get set up here, get the spinning wheel of death out, and cut that off. Okay, and when we come back, again, the magic of that little pause button on the back, you'll see it right up here. Okay, make sure it's off. Set it flat like that, and plug it in. That way, if you accidentally left the dang thing on, it doesn't jump around and get you in the knee. Okay?
Always wear safety glasses.
Oh yeah. Put the safety glasses on in the cold. They fog up and you can't see nothing. So that way you make sure that you zap that finger right off so you can't see it. If you can't see it, you can't feel it, right? Anyway, here we go. More likely I'm just going to get the back of my head here, but okay, I kind of thought I'd better tell you about that. When you're shaving with a cutoff wheel, the thin ones like that, a lot of people say you can't do it, you're not supposed to do it, all that stuff. Be very, very careful. If you're doing what I'm doing right now, be extremely careful. All I'm doing is I'm just letting that blade just touch it as I'm working it like that. If you feel anything grabbing that blade, and I'm just using the weight of the grinder, if you feel anything biting on it or forcing it back, don't force it, because as you're doing that and you're shaving and working it like that, if anything bites and grabs a hold of it, it'll break that blade, and you've seen all the videos. So if you're doing what I'm doing, if you're shaving with it like that, just be extremely careful. In other words, if you go out there and get yourself hurt doing something like this, you know, please don't blame me. All right, get this back done.
There it goes.
And there she goes. That's why I was working it very, very slow, because the heat has come up onto that inner fender. And you see, I got everything loose on there. So as it's going and going and going, pretty soon it's going to do that and it's going to pop. And you don't want to be on there hard with that cutoff wheel when that happens. Like I said, otherwise she'll grab that blade and explode on you. So, yeah. If you get hurt doing this, you know, don't blame me for it, please. All right, so we got her done. All but that one right there that I did forget because I was busy running and helping that friend. So we'll get that half incher off of there. And then we'll put the tire back on, set it back on the ground because I don't want to be standing, I don't want to be using a step ladder to pull this thing off. Get it back down on the ground and then we'll lift the nose off. All right, so next time you see us, we'll be pulling this sucker. All right, action, huh? All right, yeah, I'm taking full advantage of little Brody here. Okay, what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to show you how to do this all by yourself. Remember those nasty ones in there. Close the door. There we go. It's a good thing I come over here to pull that nasty one because I forgot something. I forgot to undo the antenna. So I got to crawl under there, pop the cord out of the antenna, and then probably fish it out through the firewall here. So guess what I got to do now, because there's a reason I had that broom in there. Now I got the fender out. I can't get in this door now.
Uh-oh.
It's all part of the game. No matter how much you can plan for something, there's always going to be a little click in there. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to crawl into there and undo the antenna so I can pull this fender off. Okay, we got that antenna out of there now, so we're going to go back on here. Remember, I got to pull these up, pull these out, just like that. Just like that. Make sure this one's good out.
Are you missing something?
A little bit tight right there. Open the door just a tad. What I'm doing there is working it real slow and get those. Here, I'll show you. These fender tops, or fender mounts. I just want them to barely come up here like this. And in fact, what I'll do is I'll take a pair of rags and lay over here now so I don't scratch it. I know it sounds really, really weird about not wanting to scratch a car like this, but patina cars, they're not easy like everybody says. I don't want to hurt this patina. So this is when you find out. Patina cars are actually kind of hard to do because it took, what, 60, 70 years for God to paint it that way, and I can't match it. And I like it. That's a pretty color of rust. Anyway, so I get that side up, Then I'll get this side to do the same. Not too concerned because I've already got the door off on this side. I just need it to come up from there. Just like that. And then I'll put a rag under that one. Doors on, I do it on both sides, but that works for that. Now, right here, I got one bolt that runs right down through here and bolts through this cross member here, lip that comes up like this. So this has got to come up as these come up. And if you're all by yourself, here's a trick. Climb on up in here. Take a ratchet strap. Find you 2 good spots. Like that. Lift it up over. Now I can lift with my neck. Break my head off. Find a little better spot. Usually I got a longer ratchet strap that's a little heavy. A little heavier duty. Still a little tight on this side. Oh, she went right back in her hole. Keep trying going back in the hole. So we'll fix it. Just like that. Just like pulling teeth, right? You can hear her screaming at me. Okay, there's that. There's that. Jump back up in here. Get it down on the collar. Yeah, that won't bite so bad. That's a little long. There we go. There's that bolt I was talking about. Put it right there so I lose it. It's all the way. All the way. The other one was a little easier. Okay, where are we bumping on? I see we're bumping on something here. Technical difficulties. Oh, Oh, she looks good. Oh, here don't want to play. Why don't you want to play? Woohoo! She's screaming at me. Get her set back on there. Get her set back on there. Okay, here we go for a tilt front end. About there. Down here a little more. Let those go. Oh, she's ready. Here she comes. Stand clear. Get that out of the way. And there she goes. What it was, I knew she was coming down there, and all of that is just covered. There, and it just slid straight down. It won't bend anything, won't hurt anything. It looks brutal, but it's easy. It's actually pretty easy on. Get a hold of her. Just like that. Just like that. And I know I could have little Brody put the camera down and help me. But a lot of you guys are doing this by yourself. And you're gonna be doing stuff like this. So that's what I'm trying to show you here. Just like that. Voila, the nose is off. Now,
Finally.
again, I'll leave this up on here. And if you notice out there on the 300, as I'm passing by it and everything, I got an old ratchet strap on there. That's because that nose has already been taken off a bunch of times when it was out in the junkyard that I got it from. And I left that on there so I can lift it up, set it, move it around as much as I want to do. I won't tell you it won't break your back, but it won't break your bank account. Let's go with that, all right? So, nose is off, and I'm ready now to start setting that 460 in there. In the meantime, I'm gonna sit down by the fire, smoke a cigarette, and have some warm cup of coffee, get my fingers back warm again, and let Brody warm up. So, meantime, keep that metal hot, and we'll see you on the next one.